Benjamin Netanyahu is a name synonymous with Israeli politics. His presence has been a defining feature of the nation's political landscape for decades. He is the country's longest-serving prime minister, having held office for multiple terms, each marked by significant events and decisions. Netanyahu is a figure of immense influence and enduring controversy. His leadership style and policies have sparked both admiration and criticism. His supporters hail him as a strong leader, someone who has consistently prioritized the security and prosperity of Israel. They admire his unwavering commitment to Israeli security, often crediting him with bolstering the nation's defense capabilities and international standing. However, his detractors criticize his policies as divisive, arguing that his approach has exacerbated tensions both within Israel and with its neighbors. They accuse him of corruption and authoritarian tendencies, pointing to various legal battles and allegations that have surrounded his career. Netanyahu's story is deeply intertwined with the story of Israel itself. His political journey mirrors the nation's struggles, triumphs, and ongoing challenges. He has been a central figure in the country's political landscape for decades, engaging in numerous debates and shaping key policies. Understanding Netanyahu's journey is crucial to understanding modern Israel. His early political campaign set the stage for his long and impactful career. His life and career offer a window into the complexities of the Middle East. Netanyahu has been involved in significant diplomatic efforts and regional negotiations. This essay delves into the life and legacy of Benjamin Netanyahu. We will explore the various facets of his personality and leadership style. We will explore his early years, his rise to power, and his tumultuous tenure as Prime Minister. His journey from a young politician to a seasoned leader is filled with notable milestones. We will examine the controversies that have dogged his career, from legal challenges to public protests, and how they have shaped public perception. We will also consider his lasting impact on Israeli society and the region as a whole. Netanyahu's policies and decisions have left an indelible mark on the nation's history and its future trajectory. Additionally, we will look at his personal life, including his family and how his upbringing influenced his political views and strategies. Finally, we will reflect on his role on the global stage, examining how his leadership has affected Israel's relationships with other countries and international organizations. Benjamin Netanyahu was born in Tel Aviv in 1949, a city that was rapidly growing and changing. This was just a year after the establishment of the State of Israel, a monumental event that would shape the nation's future. His family background played a pivotal role in shaping his worldview, deeply embedding in him the values and struggles of the Jewish people. His father, Ben-Zion Netanyahu, was a renowned historian whose scholarly work focused on Jewish history and the Zionist movement. Ben-Zion specialized in Jewish history and held strong Zionist beliefs, advocating for the Jewish right to a homeland. His ideology significantly influenced young Benjamin, instilling in him a sense of duty and purpose. Netanyahu spent part of his childhood in the United States, where he was exposed to different cultures and political ideas. He returned to Israel as a teenager, bringing with him a broadened perspective and a strong sense of identity. He excelled academically, showing a keen intellect and a passion for learning, and demonstrated strong leadership qualities from a young age. His family instilled in him a deep sense of patriotism, emphasizing the importance of serving one's country. He grew up with a strong belief in the importance of a Jewish homeland, a conviction that would guide his future political career. Family discussions often revolved around political debates and historical events, further shaping his understanding of the world. Even in school, Netanyahu was known for his eloquent speeches and his ability to inspire his peers. Family gatherings were filled with cultural traditions and stories of resilience, reinforcing his connection to his heritage. As a young adult, Netanyahu's sense of duty led him to serve in the military, where he honed his leadership skills and deepened his commitment to his country. Like most young Israelis, Netanyahu served in the Israel Defense Forces, or IDF. He joined the elite Sayeret Matkal Commando Unit. This unit specializes in counter-terrorism and hostage rescue missions. Netanyahu participated in several daring operations. He earned a reputation for his courage and tactical acumen. Tragedy struck in 1976, Netanyahu's older brother, Yonatan, was killed during Operation Entebbe. This was a daring raid to rescue hostages held in Uganda. Yonatan's death had a profound impact on Benjamin. It solidified his commitment to protecting Israel and its people. He viewed his brother as a national hero. Following his military service, Netanyahu pursued a career in diplomacy. He served as Israel's deputy chief of mission in Washington, D.C. He later became Israel's ambassador to the United Nations. These experiences provided him with valuable insights into international relations. He honed his diplomatic skills and built a network of global contacts. The death of his brother served as a catalyst for Netanyahu's entry into politics. He felt a deep responsibility to continue his brother's legacy of service. He campaigned on a platform of security and strength. He vowed to protect Israel from its enemies. Section 5. Rise to power, climbing the ranks of Likud. Netanyahu joined the Likud party, a right-wing political party in Israel. He quickly rose through the ranks. He was elected to the Knesset, the Israeli parliament, in 1988. His charisma, sharp intellect, and ability to connect with voters propelled him forward. He served in various ministerial positions. He became known for his hawkish stance on security matters. He advocated for a strong military and took a hard line against Palestinian terrorism. His popularity within the Likud party continued to grow. He positioned himself as a future leader of Israel. Section 6. At the helm, Netanyahu's first stint as Prime Minister. In 1996, at the age of 46, Benjamin Netanyahu became the youngest Prime Minister in Israel's history. He defeated incumbent Shimon Peres in a closely contested election. His victory marked a significant shift to the right in Israeli politics. He promised to prioritize security and economic growth. His first term was marked by both successes and challenges. He implemented free market economic reforms. He sought to reduce the size of government. He also engaged in peace negotiations with the Palestinians. However, these talks ultimately stalled. Return of the Kingmaker. Netanyahu's second act. Benjamin Netanyahu, a name synonymous with Israeli politics, has had a career marked by both triumphs and setbacks. Netanyahu lost the 1999 election to Ehud Barak, a defeat that many thought would end his political career. He spent several years outside of government, during which he remained active in public life, attending events and giving speeches. However, he remained a prominent figure in Israeli politics, never truly stepping away from the limelight. He returned to the Knesset in 2008, marking the beginning of his political resurgence. He assumed the leadership of the Likud party once again, rallying his supporters and rebuilding his political base. In 2009, Netanyahu was elected prime minister for a second time, a significant comeback that surprised many. He went on to win 3 more consecutive elections, each victory solidifying his grip on power. This cemented his status as the dominant figure in Israeli politics, a leader who could not be easily unseated. His second act was defined by his focus on security threats, addressing issues that he believed were critical to Israel's survival. He also strengthened Israel's relationships with countries around the world, forging new alliances and reinforcing old ones. Netanyahu's second act was not just a return to power, but a redefinition of his leadership and vision for Israel's future. Triumphs and controversies, a complex legacy. Netanyahu's tenure as prime minister has been marked by significant achievements. He oversaw a period of economic prosperity. He strengthened Israel's military and intelligence capabilities. He also forged closer ties with countries like India, China, and Russia. However, his time in office has also been plagued by controversy. Critics accuse him of fueling tensions with the Palestinians. They point to the continued expansion of Israeli settlements in the West Bank. They also criticize his close relationship with former US President Donald Trump. The shadow of corruption, legal battles, and public scrutiny. In recent years, Netanyahu has faced mounting legal troubles. He has been indicted on charges of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust. He denies any wrongdoing. He claims that the charges are politically motivated. These allegations have tarnished his reputation. They have fueled calls for his resignation. The corruption scandals have also deepened political divisions within Israel. The country has held 4 elections in just 2 years. This reflects the deep polarization within Israeli society. An enduring impact: Netanyahu's place in Israeli history. Benjamin Netanyahu's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is both admired and reviled. His supporters view him as a shrewd strategist. They believe he has kept Israel safe in a dangerous neighborhood. His critics see him as a divisive figure. They argue that he has eroded democratic norms and exacerbated tensions with the Palestinians. One thing is certain: Netanyahu has left an indelible mark on Israeli politics. He has reshaped the political landscape. He has shifted the country's political discourse to the right. Only time will tell how his legacy will ultimately be judged.